Oh, hi. It seems like you want to know how to do this. Well, you come to the right place. Starting off, let's go through every single stage of the camera. If you do /camera, and then you type @p, and then you do set. This is the base concept that I'm going to be using throughout this whole video. After this, you can see there's a lot of different alternatives. There's like first person, third person front, which are all old. However, you can actually put Minecraft free here, which will mean that the camera is, well, free. After this, you can go default, ease, facing, position, and rotation. Now, position is pretty simple. You can just set it to whatever location you're at, and boom, you will already have a camera. Now, keep in mind, this is at your feet. So, that's kind of important to note, because you might want to bring it slightly upwards, for example, so you can have something like this. Now, apart from this, you can also keep going here with the whole facing, and then you can face the nearest player, which at the moment doesn't work because, of course, I was literally right there. And anytime you feel like you need to clear it, you just need to do /camera @p clear. Now, this is cool. You can place cameras all over the place. For example, we of course had me being right here, and what I did earlier in the video was I set the location to right over there, and then I made sure it faces me, which means you already have like a cool camera, you can see. So you can see you're now gonna watch me go this way. You can see I'm walking this way. This is still the coolest command in the game. Now you can of course make some really cool ones. The typical thing I go for is to take down the coordinates, which is 286 minus 91. This way I can be like right here, you know. And then we're gonna do facing @p. So now you can see we have another camera up there, high, which is pretty good. You know, here you can actually have it work a little bit better in general. But what if you want this to follow the player? Well, you can see that we have this one right here. And if I move over here, and then we do the same one, it's gonna still face me. So if we put this in something like a repeating command block, which I'm just gonna give myself real quick here. Now, because the command is so long and it's got like coordinates and stuff, I am going to write it down. So in this scenario, I'm actually gonna place this into right here. Gonna set it to be a repeat, always active command block. Actually, we're gonna set it to needs redstone, because otherwise you will not be able to stop this thing. And you can also ignore all these items. They're from a mod in this server. So now, you will see that whenever I activate it, the camera is actually going to follow me. Now you can see it's a little bit twitchy and it kind of lags a little bit, but it's going to follow the player, which is just extremely cool. Now, I'm gonna pull the lever and once again clear my camera, because there is a way to get this more smooth, and that is by easing it out. Now there's a link to a website which has like all the different ones you can do. And we're gonna do 0.2, and you can see they're all here. So if we set 0.2, for example, which is typically what I like to go for, or you can of course go 0.1, but then we can do something like InSign, which is one of my favorites. So we're gonna make sure to add that to this command right here. So now, as you can see, it's actually going to smoothly move around the player, and this is just super cool in general. I mean, look at this. It's following the player even if they're moving. That is so cool. There I am. Hi, camera. So this is a way to also do it, and also I'm gonna struggle to find the lever, am I right? There we go. In fact, I'm gonna make this slightly easier by literally just placing a redstone torch right over there. Place a redstone dust leading into another command, which is going to be just /camera @p clear. And so now you can see that it's gonna of course follow me around and all that, but then as fast as I pull the lever, it is going to bring me back to where I was, which is good. So that is just an example of something you can do. However, there is another command which is a little bit more advanced. Because let's say you want to make a 2D game, something that I've been doing in another video. Also, I don't know why it's lagging so much. I really do not know. In fact, I'm gonna actually check if I can turn down my render. Whoa, okay, it maybe explains that I've got 76 chunks loading in. And this should immediately make it way more smooth. So let's say you wanna have a 2D game. Well, you're gonna type in /execute as at a. Keep in mind, you can easily do this in the chat if you just want it to be one single time. Let's do set Minecraft free position, and we'll do a little bit higher up, and then we'll do facing, and then we'll do rotation 090. And as you can see, we've already got a little bit of a 2D view. So this works every single time if you just type it in chat. However, if you want it to actually follow the player, you're gonna type it in as an execute command. So you're gonna type in /execute as at a run camera at s, and then just the set Minecraft free. You're gonna ease it out a little bit, of course, and then the position you can set to whatever position you really want, but I've set it in this case to being 7 blocks away from the player and 2 blocks higher than the player, and then the rotation is always 090. So now if we go ahead and we'll set up this as well, you can see that wherever we move, the camera should actually keep moving. Why is it not doing it? Okay, so this is one of those commands that is slightly buggy because, of course, it's an experimental command. That's something to note. For now, though, here's another command that does seem to work. As you can see, it's following me around as if Minecraft was a RPG game, which is just really cool. I mean, it actually follows you a lot. Now, I gotta find my actual command block, which, you know, that might be a little bit difficult. Let's see if we can find it. Now this command is the /execute as at a at s run camera at s set Minecraft free, of course, with the easing. Now I'm not gonna go with the easing of 1 linear, I'm gonna go with 0.2 linear. And then you're gonna have position, well, 5 blocks away from the player, 10 blocks higher than the player's feet, and 5 blocks away from the player on the z-axis. Then you're just gonna rotate 45 degrees on one coordinate and 135 on another. And this will give you a very cool sort of perspective, and you can see because I took down the linear to be a little bit more smooth, I guess, I actually got it to work, which is sick. Now this command that makes you go 2D is really strange because it does seem to be working in terms of doing it like this, but for some reason the command doesn't want us. So while I would love to show you this command, I can't, because it doesn't really like showing it at the moment. Now I'm gonna go into my other world where it does work, just to prove that it's like I'm not lying, it works. Okay, so as you can see, it is literally the exact same as in the other world, and in this world it does work. So it might work in your world, it might not work in your world. This is because it's an experimental command, of course. But hey, you can now play 2D Minecraft, which is, you know, cool. It's actually such a weird experience, though, playing it. Seriously, like, this feels weird. But hey, there you go. How to make a camera system in Minecraft. Once again, making a basic camera system that just tracks you is not that difficult, whereas something that's gonna track you forever is of course gonna be a lot more difficult. But there you go, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, of course, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, helps out a ton, especially for channels like me, which, you know, I would say I'm semi-big, but I'm not like super big with subscribers. Anyways, that is it. Be creative, make your own stuff, because that is what Minecraft's all about. I don't really know what to say, I kinda wanna just stretch this out further.